So this would be an example of a not just a device to propel charge implosively into a longitudinal array at the sharp point, as it were, but also by virtue of that implosion, giving the charge a way to go out through center, exactly the mystery that Einstein could not solve when he said he knew gravity was infinite non-destructive compression, but he didn't know where the charge went when it was constructively compressed. Well, now we know at precisely the Planck threshold, the charge is accelerated through the speed of light into a longitudinal array, specifically at the Planck threshold, looking somewhat like this. Which brings up the next sort of fun question here, which is, one of the most elegant zero-point energy devices you have around you all the time is a pine cone. And if you've ever actually used a pine cone for rainmaking, as I have, you understand the famous book about pine cone and life force called Vortex of Life, Fields of Form, Lawrence Edwards, in the biodynamic tradition, in which it's very graphically documented elaborately that the angle of the seeds on that pine cone open and close slowly throughout the year, modulating capacitively how much energy this device is getting from gravity. Hint, a zero-point energy device, okay? Namely life force. Remember, we have a very high dielectric layered fractal capacitor here, and if you feel the negative ion wind out the end of a really live pine cone, you know what I mean. So the principle of how that makes voltage from gravity is our old story, which you've all seen this slide way too many times. The point is the golden ratio, phase conjugate fractality, the cause of life force, gravity, and zero-point energy, allows the wavelength and the phase velocities to add and multiply recursively constructively, phase conjugate fractality, and that turns that form of compression, fractal, into acceleration. Remember, adding and multiplying constructively of the wavefront phase velocities, which is the origin of the charge acceleration toward the center, named the gravity, but also named the implosion of charge called vacuum energy, zero-point energy, vacuum coherence. In other words, if you want zero-point energy, vacuum energy, get more fractal than the Earth underneath you, and implode. You implode the charge.